Welcome back to Slay the Princess. I'm still Ash over Lava, and it is still spooky season. How long was I able to do this? And nobody told me I was able to do this with the cursor? Look at that go. Wow, that's incredible. Anyway, we're on a path in the woods. Yeah.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Apparently so. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Interesting.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Well, sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Let's go!
That's the spirit.
He doesn't know that I didn't mean that.
Path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I think we all would.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Listen, I'm not bringing a blade against my beloved. No. Not doing that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Jokes aside, funny man. I'm here to see my beloved.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It is I, your beloved.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Ooh, this is interesting. I'm here to save you, or lie, I'm here to save you. That's really interesting. I'm not going to lie. I am here to save you, my beloved.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Oh, you don't even know what love is. You don't know what it's like to have a beloved that you would do anything for, that you would end the world for.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Yes,
Come
I'm
downstairs.
here.
I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Well, here I am. Forever no more, my dear.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
I have a knife.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
The knife's actually upstairs. Never mind. I'll see what I can do.
Your You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Yeah.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe it's still up there. If not, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll find a rock.
I'll be here. Good luck.
Thanks.
You
Good to
attempt to make
see
your
you.
way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yeah.
Is someone else here?
Well, you know what? Princess, listen. The door's shut.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
They locked us in
This
here.
would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom?
For whom?
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
What mess?
I heard the door slam.
Yeah.
They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They're locking all the Halloweeny ghouls down here. That's what they're doing.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Yeah.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Why did the music stop?
She barely
Yeah.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Ooh, I only have one option. I only have the option to save her. Interesting.
Fine.
I don't even have the option to slay her. That's interesting.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone.
Just
of her
rips
arm.
it off,
Her limb falls to the ground,
Bye.
and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Listen.
Stop that.
No, I'm not going to
Something's
stop
come
that.
over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Why is this grayed out? Why is it grayed out? Why is it grayed out? Excuse me? Excuse me? Why is it grayed out? I'm gonna click on it. What the? Why do I got a dagger in my hand? Yoink. This is malarkey. This is malarkey right here. Well, if I can't choose the one I want to do,
Thank you.
you did give me a choice.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
I love you too, my beloved.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you.
A good end.
She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness. dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Damn.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Witch. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Now this is getting really spooky. This is Halloween time now.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
The opportunist. Hello. Welcome.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Interesting. Interesting.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done.
The opportunist, huh? Okay, I see where you're coming from. I see what you're doing.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're gonna look at the
Walk
mirror.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you
It's a
talking
mirror.
about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, let's wipe it with our bird.
You
Oh,
reach forward,
God.
rub your hand
God
against
damn
the
it.
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Do I want to bring the blade or do I not want to bring the blade for this? Let's leave the blade.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open,
I like
revealing
it.
a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
I don't know if we do need to slay the princess, so I'm trying to avoid slaying her for as long as I possibly can.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
Delicious.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I can taste the iron. Delicious.
Her voice
The minerals.
skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not nasty. Excuse you.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Hey, stop that.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah, we gotta rizz her up. Let's rizz her up.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look,
What is
I'm
she?
just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
That's true. That's true.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Well, that's, yeah.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Ooh.
You descend the basement
Princess,
steps,
you look
entering
good.
the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
She looks good.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know
Well,
each
we
other.
do know each other. It's my beloved over there.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Well, not here, but yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
That's a good question.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first.
Let's
Maybe
rizz her up
we
a
can
bit
find
first,
middle
you know?
ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep saying that?
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Well, yes. You know what? Here's the thing. All of these are kind of shitty, except for this one. I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't have a choice. He took away my resist.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
We're at an impasse. Neither of us are gonna get anywhere if we can't trust each other. Unless you want to fight. But I don't want to fight.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am.
Interesting.
If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Nice.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little, a woman after my own heart, really.
Yeah.
She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay, let's leave. Leave with the princess.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye
Look
contact,
at her, she's so
even as the two of
cute.
you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back
She
on
just,
us.
well, every time that she goes first, we stab her in the back.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her
That's
trust
true.
last time.
That's true.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
I see both things. I can see both things. Well, let's just explore. You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just go first.
You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first, or we stay here. Up to you.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck.
Go ahead, sniff my neck. Do you like my perfume? It's vanilla. It's vanilla. Do you like it? Do you like it?
What is she doing?
She's smelling my nice perfume.
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If
She's
I have to go
blushing.
first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really?
Yeah, does she really?
No, we're fine.
The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
She probably does.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift.
No.
Don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back
No.
and we would have been winners.
No, we're not stabbing her in the back. What are you looking at?
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
No, my beloved, don't leave.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab
I thought
us.
she was gonna just stab us
The
too.
princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
I'm not forgotten by you. Please just let me out. I promise I won't be mad.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here.
What?
It's in our nature to be trapped.
Is it? That doesn't even make... What? I thought you needed me to get out of
I
here.
do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open
I'm
this
not.
door.
I'm not. I'm just chilling.
So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Interesting. I'm gonna try the door.
It's locked.
Madam. Okay, fine. Yeah, very funny. Can I come out, please?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
I'm sorry you got locked down here. Listen.
You throw yourself against the door. It won't budge.
Okay, well, what happens now? I'm stuck.
Why isn't he saying anything?
I think he's gone.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to
Hi.
face again. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure.
No hard feelings. You look great.
Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, God. It's fine. She's fine. Probably. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It just shows up. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared. It's gonna be
It
fine.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so.
Just don't worry about it.
Finally. We're going places.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward, They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Ayo, you're at the cabin. Approach her. Hi.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I like your crown. It's different. It looks good.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
True. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
True. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Interesting. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
True. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
True. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Just love her. Or them. Love all of them.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Well, let's just continue the cabin.
You make your way up the short path.
We're going to the cabin. We know, buddy.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
Well, I guess we'll just take the blade. I don't know. I guess we'll just take it.
You take the blade from the table.
It feels like I know.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the prince.
Yes. I just feel like I know.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Yes, it does. I'm just checking in on ya.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
No. We would never. I would never. I'm your beloved. I would never.
Downstairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yes. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
Ooh.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
Well, that's true.
Don't you dare.
Well,
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
true. Let me tighten my grip. My grip. I do keep dropping it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Well, I found out what you can do. You ripped my throat out. It was fine. It was romantic even.
She's
It was
unarmed.
fine.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not
I'm
armed?
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade, princess.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Ah, my beloved.
The two of you are gonna do this forever,
Yes,
aren't
we
you?
are. Squint, squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going
Oh,
to
we're
have
not blinking.
to
We're just
blink.
squinting without blinking. I'm dropping it. I'm not gonna slay her.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
We'll be
Don't
fine.
know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Well, no, I'm asking the questions. Well, you're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Well,
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
well, maybe.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I'm just gonna remain silent. Let's see what happens.
They haven't told you anything, have they?
Well,
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here,
yes. Okay. Well, I guess we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided?
You know why you're here.
Well, I'm gonna listen. Let me just see if I
That
can look
seems like a
around.
pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with
Yes, yes. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Oh,
You turn your back to the princess.
I grab my blade, I
and
guess.
make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
I'm sorry.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Okay, let's turn around.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry.
Okay, let's turn around. Let's see.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
No. Die. No, I'm just gonna die. I'm trying to avoid slaying her for as long as possible. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Are
die.
you serious?
Yes. I'm not killing her. Look at her.
The wound in your neck is too much for you to bear, and you collapse to the floor of the basement, rapidly bleeding out. The princess stands over you with an intense curiosity as you fade away.
Oops.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Is a princess. Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Excuse me? Who is this? Voice of the
Stay
cheated.
focused and you'll be fine.
Okay. Let's see what the cabin looks like this time.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It looks like she already left. You know, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
I care about whether I'm being lied to, damn
As
it.
do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
I'm using
Why would I
my
lie
eyes.
about
There is a
something so
mirror.
meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Can I take the blade and still approach the mirror? I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade
Okay.
from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Oh, no. Yes, okay, good. I can still approach the mirror. That's what I wanted to do.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
We're gonna wipe it clean. Oh, it's
Reach
gone.
forward
God
and
damn
rub
it.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
The door to the basement creaks
Interesting.
open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head.
Interesting.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step,
Hi.
the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
You look good. How's it going?
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Probably.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
see.
I don't know.
I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I would love to, but here's
I
the
have
thing.
absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
No, I think she does.
If you know who is armed, you. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
No.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Okay. You would just want us to die. Look, what if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you slashed my throat last time.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, it does.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my beloved.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I don't know what we're doing. We're just existing. Look, nobody has to die, okay?
Of course not. At least not now, because you're here to save me. But you'll have to come close.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle.
Yeah.
We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yeah, I do, kind of.
You're acting like you are.
My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No. I have my dignity. Fine. And will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
I love that voice of the cheated. I love him. He's just telling it like it is. Look, do you remember what happened last time?
Last time, if someone came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open, surely I would remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Yeah, it does. But that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yeah.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Look, I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife?
A knife?
What are you talking
No.
about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
But what if you're... Wait, what? Wait, what?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
What is this implying what I think it is?
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me only. They have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Listen, I would really love to trust you, but you're being so sus right now.
That's so rude of you.
I'm sorry.
Passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored?
Yeah.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored.
That's what I was
Not in a
waiting
way
for.
That matters. She's a prisoner. Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife.
Also,
of her
the
own
narrator
after all.
said shit.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
I like her face. She's like, what the fuck is that?
You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line.
Now we're matching.
She's even better at this than she was last time.
Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Okay, that's fair.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. I got chapter 3. The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods.
I'm on a something.
Fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
I love that.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
It looked good. It looks good.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting?
I love this guy.
Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Hello?
We have to fight.
Oh, who are you?
What's the point of fighting
Oh, God.
if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
I don't even know.
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to?
Well,
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Where is the basement?
Walk through the door. You do know what
The
doors
door?
are,
The
right?
door?
There isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
The door?
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Bro. Hey, let's go up to the mirror. Hey, mirror.
Make your way to the door at the end of the
Skinny
room,
mirror.
stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Oh, buddy, it's okay.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Yeah.
It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward.
Oh,
but
God.
You don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Ow.
They are smooth and flat and metallic. An unintentional and unfortunately slippery
I
ramp
found a penny.
that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess
Hi.
comes into view,
How are
standing
you?
at a distance. She
I
gives
just-
you a wry smile.
I feel like I just broke my ankle.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
I haven't even killed her once. I don't know why she hates me.
Does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come
Yeah.
of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
I don't even see a single other person, though. That's the thing.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
You look
From the
good.
princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
All of these ideas suck. Let's think of something better because, yeah, they all suck.
Yeah, that's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
Thank you.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
She skewers you. Ow.
Ow.
What a surprise.
Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Hi, Skeptic. Thanks for coming back.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Where are we?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Buddy, it's gonna be okay.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Nice.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Well,
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
thank you.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack.
Oh, hell
There's
yeah.
gotta be a point where it makes us better than her.
Hell
As
yeah.
long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Oh, buddy.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan. Now.
Okay. Well, she wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Might as well. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
Nice.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Nice. Hi, Contrarian.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
Hi.
She skewers you.
Ow.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
compliment her on those gleaming blades.
Hey, Smitten,
There's
welcome.
nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
Ow.
You're cute.
Thank
You
you.
see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Just panic. Flee.
Hi, welcome, welcome.
She skewers you.
Ow.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
True.
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Welcome.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better.
Nice. We are, I guess.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that.
Hi, welcome.
I'm
welcome.
sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it?
One last time. Let's go.
Right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn it. Chapter 4. Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin.
Yeah. We got it. Narrator, just sit down.
Feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Our steel claw is already in our hand.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a
I missed you, Smitten.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Thanks, Skeptic.
They're all the same, really.
Yeah.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
There you go.
Leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Yes.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
It's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Don't care, just want to win.
Hi.
You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits
Missed
you.
ya.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. A
I'm not
present
going
for
to
me?
wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you.
I already answered.
It's worth it though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches.
You look good.
Tears. Then it erupts.
You look good. Oh
It
god.
becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
You look great, honey. You look great.
Are you ready for what comes next?
What comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
She's absolutely divine.
Divine.
Yes! Behold,
The perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Oh
That
boy.
looked painful.
Yeah, it did.
How is she still alive?
She's as stubborn as we are.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
That's fair.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Oh, broken.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All right,
Oh. I'm in charge.
It's so quiet.
Get out of here, narrator. I don't want to talk to you either. Thank
Something
you.
feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Thank you. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you will fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. How do I look? Bloody? Sliced? You do so. How do I look? Probably handsome. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've withered. I look good. Spooky. The ambiance. Perfect for Halloween. I look great. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Let's go to the cabin. Let's see our buddy. Hey, yo. You look good. You look good. Hi.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
True. What do you think of this vessel? It's pretty sharp, isn't it?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
True.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Interesting. No, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
All right, my little ghosties out there, that is it for today's episode. Have a wonderful and safe spooky time out there. Happy October, happy Halloween, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.